Keep the left hand on here and get a high foot on this. Wow, that's a long way. Wow, that's a big move. And welcome back to Euston Wall. Today I'm planning on just doing some slabs, taking it nice and steady. Did the overhang yesterday. I might go and revisit that V6 that I fell off. That I just pieced all the moves together but couldn't do it in one go. See if I can send that one at the end of this today. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done some slabs. I want to get the body moving, loosen it up, and do some of the easier climbs first and then crack on with some of the harder stuff and see how hard we can climb. It's been a little while since I've done some slabs, so it'll be interesting to see how we do today. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, going to move on to this V5 now. It's a sit start. It's the blue climb here. Starts with two hands on this, the foot lower down here and here. And you need to use this volume essentially for balance to reach across to these holds before standing up to the last hold up there. So I think I tried this a long time ago when it was first set. I don't think I completed it, so it'll be good to see if we can send it today. Got the hand up okay, but I needed something to stop me swinging out. I think when I reached it, my hand was in this position. On this, it probably should be around this side, just to provide some compression so that when I do catch that hold, I've got some resistance coming this way. Because what happened there was my hand was here and I just swung out completely like this and barndoored. So when I go for this hold next time, I'm probably going to adjust my hand to be on this first before I then reach for that. So I got a bit of compression from the volume and that hold that will stop me from swinging around. I think it is dynamic. Just having to think about the movement and the body positioning on here. I don't think it should be static. Maybe it can be done statically, maybe my feet are in the wrong place on this, I don't know. But it feels like I'm fighting quite hard. And just looking from the ground, in my mind, it almost feels like I could catch the position by jumping from here to catch the higher hand with the left and the lower hand here palm down with the right, and just kind of smear aggressively on the wall over there. Now I don't know if that is the way it's meant to be done, but doing this very statically, I'm having a bit of a difficult time with it, so I'm considering that might be an option. Definitely closer. I think I went a lot more static at that time, and then I kind of missed the hand. It sort of spat me off a little bit. I should have held that, to be honest. I'm in two minds of whether I kick through straight onto this hold, which is quite high, or if I just kick through to the wall for balance. But in theory, that hold should be good enough if I go static enough to it to just hold onto it, and then control the swing so it's a little bit less. But we should get this next go, I think. There we go. Cool. I went a bit more dynamically that time and swung pretty heavily clad into the wall there. But that's what allowed me to get the move stuck, because if I went statically I would just end up barn dooring this way. So I just kind of committed to the move a bit more, caught the hand well, and then just slammed into the wall to put the brakes on. I don't know if that's the way it's set, but that's the way I figured out how to do it. So yeah, just glad I got that one sent, to be honest, more than anything else. Okay, gonna move on to a V6 slab now, on a slightly less slabby wall, a bit more vertical. Starts with 2 hands on this, big foot down here, and then another big pinchy hold in here, up to a block crimp there, a couple of holds on this volume, and then there's a foot chip there and a bigger foot hold, more of a smeary hold here, big hold up this side, up to a blocked crimp, and then the last hold up there. So looks like it'll be quite technical, a bit of body positioning, yeah, should be quite a tough one. Okay, so the way I'm reading this, 2 hands on this hold, right foot on here, left foot flagging on the wall here, out with the right to the lower hold here, probably change feet to the left on this, and then get the left hand into the Gaston, right foot kind of smearing down on this hold, and then it might be somewhat dynamic coming from this position into these 2 holds to get some compression, get the body weight round. From there, transition the right hand to that right sloper, keep the left hand on here and get a high foot on this, and then go up controlled with the right hand to the blocked hold, try and hit that cleanly, before getting feet probably on top of the volume here, smearing on that and coming up with the left to the top hold before matching from there. So that's the plan, we'll see if we can execute it. Cool. Glad I flashed that. It's not quite how I read it. I felt different positions on the wall where it felt a bit more comfortable than what I read from the ground. But yeah, didn't do that as dynamically as I thought. It was more controlled. Got quite a high foot into this for that move as well. Just kept me into the wall a bit more when I did that. So yeah, reached out well. Good bit of trust in this foot and this foot in particular. They're quite slopey. Have to smear and just push really hard and trust the foot a lot. And yeah, went up to the block crimp quite well, got that accurately, happy with that, and then I didn't actually need to stand up as high as I thought on the volume. I could just go from it with my foot on here and then a little heel hook to make the match easy at the top. So yeah, cool set that one, happy to flash it. Okay, I've come back to the overhang now, onto the V6 that I tried in yesterday's video. So obviously got all the moves in the end yesterday, so it's about putting it all together. I just got a bit fatigued, so I got a bit too pumped by the time I got to the end, so wasn't able to put it all together yesterday. Hopefully today, because I've just done slabs, should have a bit more energy in the fingers. I should remember the sequence as well, get that right hopefully this time, and hopefully have enough energy to send the route, and hopefully flash it today as well. We'll see how we get on. There we go, knew I could do it. It was just that I was a little bit pumped yesterday. I kind of did the sequence a little bit differently at the start, I forgot it, but managed to hold on. I think I got my foot onto this when I went for this hold. It was a bit more awkward than keeping it low, but managed to fight through that and had the strength to go up and complete the rest of the route, so really happy with that today. Knew I could do it. It happens quite a lot like that when you climb. you'll fail a climb for ages and ages and ages and ages and ages, and then you just come back the next day and you get it first try. It's just what happens. So yeah, really happy to send that one today. Okay, going to jump onto another V6 now. It is a blue on a slightly overhung wall. Starts on these very slopey holds in here. This one and this pinchy hold there. Decent foot chip at the bottom, slightly more slopey one here. A couple of crimpy holds in this section, and then a big slopey pinch up there with one foot chip before the last hold, which is a bit of a Gaston to hold. Yeah, I've tried this off camera maybe twice, had 2 attempts at it at the end of a session. I was just too pumped to do it, so it'll be interesting to see how we get on today when I'm feeling a bit fresher. Okay, so starting with 2 hands here and here. I believe it was left foot on first, right foot flagging low, up with the right hand first. I can get the foot up onto this, the left foot, come over with the left hand. There's a case of transitioning the feet onto these to get some purchase. Ideally right foot on this side of this hold, and left foot on here, or maybe a bicycle, depending on what feels most comfortable. And then this is where I was getting too pumped. I couldn't generate from that position before to come up to this. But yeah, generate from that, up, exploding to the right hand on here, and then get a foot on here to come into match, and then pull up to the top hold in the Gaston. So we'll see how we get on with that today. Maybe it was right foot actually. Wow, that's a long way. Long way. Better progress than the first time I tried it. Had to get it very low on this foot. Obviously a very slopey hole, so I wanted to get my body weight underneath it. Flagged a long way under so I could come into match. And then really, I mean, I ended up using just my right foot on this and trying to pull up. I'm not sure if that's the way, or if I need a left foot on this, but the issue for me with that is that my body is then very stretched, so it's difficult for me to generate from a stretched position to pull up. So yeah, tricky one. I might just figure out the end move, just get set on that hold, try and figure out that last move, and then just put it all together from the bottom. But yeah, happy with how I did, but kind of disappointed that I didn't flash that one today. Wow, that's a big move. Oh, I think physically I'm too tired to do this by now. I want to say that's the right way to do it. I don't think it feels natural to bring a left foot to the left side. It feels more natural to try and rock over a bit more to the right and lock off the left arm a bit more and go almost a little bit more statically to that hold. And yeah, just try and get as much weight on this foot as possible. But it's still quite a physical move. You can probably hear my breath now. I'm pretty tired from doing that, so I think I'm going to leave that one for another session. Yeah, I made more progress on this than I did before. I never got to that hold last time, so happy to have reached out to that, matched it, and that last attempt there I touched the final hole, so I got pretty close, but I'm just getting fatigued and a bit pumped now. Those slopey holes really just sap the energy out of my forearm, so probably going to call it a day there. Going to end the video there. Hope you enjoyed it today. That was a decent session in the end. I struggled quite a lot on that V5, got a bit frustrated, and a bit, yeah, just annoyed at myself to be honest, for falling off that so many times. But yeah, managed to successfully get that one in the end, and then happy to flash that blue V6 that I did after that. That was good. And then obviously coming back and sending the project that I tried yesterday on the overhang, really happy with that one as well. And yeah, made some good progress on the 6 at the end as well. So not too disappointed, good session overall. I hope you enjoyed the journey of that one today. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see me try. If there's any climbs in any centres at LCC, if anyone climbs here, let me know if you want to see me on those. And yeah, just what you'd like me to do in any future videos, let me know. And I'll be sure to put that together for you. But yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, most importantly, make sure you grab life by the plums, and I will see you in the next one.